That's right.
Okay.
We can show you those reports. Also the ones that I've emailed you, make sure that those are straight. Provide the information that you're looking for.
Then that you email me, can the council as a whole get a copy of that every month?
That's just the budget.
No,
The amount that's in each fund, the whole council gets it every month. Really?
I'm talking about the amount of, that we pay for kilowatts. The difference there, the amount every month.
Oh, the electrical?
Do we get this every month on the electrical and the water?
The electric commission gets that on a monthly basis. The electric commission reviews that.
Shouldn't the council get that every month?
They haven't asked for it.
All I'm asking for, I'd like to put that in a motion. That the council gets the cost of the kilowatts every month and the income that we get on the electrical every month, city as a whole, and the sewer and the water.
Just to clarify, we get the sewer and water, not the electrical, right?
The income that we get every month.
Yeah, we show the cash flow every month.
This one here has the change in the cash balance at the beginning of each, or at the end of each month. Like end of November, end of December. End of December, end of January. So you can compare to see the cash flow between, that would take into account all the revenue and all the expenses.
It lags a little bit because we have to reconcile all of the payments that are made and put them in that spreadsheet.
This is, as of one specific date, and things change from day to day from whatever the deposits are for the day,
I realize that, but I'd like to have the amount of kilowatts used per month and the income that we get every month off the electrical, the resale of the electrical, and the amount of income we get for the water and the sewer. That should be made available to the council, so they have a little concept of where we're at with the money handling.
I'm sorry, but we get the information for the water and the sewer. Roger, we get that information. Like, if you're just asking for more information from the electric, that's fine. We can take care of it. There's the electric commission meeting every month, and you can go to it. And if you want to walk up to Steve and say, can you get this information for me, he'll print it out to you. You don't need a motion for that.
We can send you the electrical information if you'd like to see that. When we send it to the RMA, we can send it to you as well, if you'd like to see that.
I'd like to see it every month, yeah.
Okay.
And the water and the sewer?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We've already
We're already getting
now.
water and sewer, so.
Okay. Maybe I missed that. But as you said, there's things taken out of the electrical before we get it on that sheet.
On what sheet?
On the sheet you just showed me, the
That spreadsheet?
spreadsheet. All right?
That's the cash flow, that's revenue and
That's just
expenditures.
revenue minus expenditures. You're not gonna be able to see the kilowatts or what you're asking for on that sheet.
Right, and that's what I'm asking for. That's what I'm asking for.
Yeah, this has all the kilowatts that have been purchased.
Right, but we don't get that every month, do we?
No, the electric commission gets this. If you would like to see it, we showed it to you. You asked for it before, so we gave it to you.
Yep.
We're not hiding it, so we'll send it to you as well.
Okay. And I'd like to have the same on the water and the sewer.
Okay.
Very good.
Have a motion?
Approve the agenda?
Consent agenda.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Mr. Dahl, second by Mr. Hansi. Any more comment? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes. Number 7, we have a public hearing. As per public notification, public comment will be taken on the public hearing relating to the use of property tax abatement and the issuance of general obligation bonds for the purpose of financing repairs to the city's levy system. The total amount of the tax abatement shall not exceed $695,000 over a 20-year period commencing with taxes payable 2015. David Drown, no, not David Drown, Mike Vavani of David Drown Associates will be present to explain the purpose and procedures involved with this type of financing plan, see proposed resolution and property tax abatement plan document.
Great.
Come
Thank
forward,
you.
sir.
If it's all right with the council, I'd like to stand to the side.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Need a motion to open the public hearing.
I beg your pardon.
Move to open the public hearing.
Motion by Mr. Hansi, second by Mr. Dahl. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the public meeting is officially open. Thank you. Sorry.
Well, I'd like to stand to the side because we have some members from the public here, and that way I can present to both the council and the audience at the same time. A number of things to go over. First of all, why are we even processing a tax abatement in the first place? And there's one reason only, and that is to find bonding authority. Whenever a Minnesota city goes to borrow money for something, they have to find the authority in law to do it. And there's different types. You can get sewer authority, you can get water authority, special assessment authority if you're reconstructing streets, for instance, tax increment authority for some economic development projects, all sorts of things. Well, in our case, what we want to finance is a levee repair. And there's nothing real clear in law that gives us the ability to finance the improvements to a levee. It's just not as typical as some of those other examples that I provided. And we don't want to use special assessments, and we don't want to, it's not a tax increment deal. So what can we do? So we searched statutes and found that under tax abatement authority, we could get the authority necessary to issue bonds. Okay, unlike you or I, where we can stroll into the bank and get a loan for, a mortgage for a house or a car loan. Unfortunately, cities just can't do that. There's a process we have to follow for every single borrow. Okay. So the abatement itself, basically what we're doing is we identify parcels in the city that benefit from the improvement. And in the tax abatement plan that should be in your packets, you'll find a map with shaded areas of the parcels that I selected. I selected just the residential parcels in those shaded areas. Why those parcels? To be perfectly honest, it was completely arbitrary. I needed to find enough parcels that would generate the abatement necessary to cover the principal amount of the bonds, which is a requirement of abatement law.